honored to be a part of.
Hey there, I'm yet another person you've never met before. I'm a developer based in the United Kingdom who currently works directly for Technoblade and Stacy, namely on their charity's website, the One of Us Global Foundation. In 2023, I was approached by a fellow developer and friend to work on an upcoming charity project in the name of the late Technoblade. As someone who has watched his videos for a while at that point, especially during the COVID lockdown, my answer was a quick and simple one: I'm happy to help. The event in the end raised over $100,000, something that myself and the team I worked with were extremely proud of, despite the total annihilation of any control and order during it, something that I know for a fact Techno would have enjoyed. To this very day, I've been watching Technoblade's content since 2016, usually as a source of background commentary to listen to while I did my homework or university work, or to just enjoy passing the time without eating dinner. As time went on, the community flourished around me, and still does to this very moment, day by day getting stronger yet. From the collaborations and the fan art, to the community events, and the pig rank on Hypixel, it was endless. It has, and still is, an honour to be a part of this community, and an even bigger honour to be one of many to carry his legacy forward.
So Technoblade was my biggest hero, and around a year ago I was very fortunate to meet Mr. Techno Dad. I got to tell him all about these stories of how much of an impact his son made on my life. I've learned so much from Technoblade. He wasn't just a favourite YouTuber. He was an inspiration, not just to me, but to millions of people. His videos are so unique. His attitude and humour just made me feel like I could achieve anything. Being a Technoblade fan wasn't just like watching any other YouTuber. I felt so proud to be a fan of his. The Hypixel community worship Technoblade, and it melts my heart that I was able to be a part of that. It's not just me who was affected by him. There's millions of people that he has impacted so much, and he is beyond a legend. He is a hero. I used to go around my house when I was younger, yelling Technoblade quotes around to my family. And I remember going to the park all the time with Tom and just always talking about what Technoblade might be doing. And we were so inspired by him. So to have been in videos with him is an honor. There's nobody like Technoblade, nobody close to Technoblade. He's an absolute legend. Thank you, Technoblade. You brought me so much happiness, so much laughter, so much love.
I can't believe he's almost at 20 mil, man. He'd be losing his shit. He'd be losing his fucking mind saying that he's this close to 20 mil. I don't think I'll ever experience something quite like Techno and his community. Like, there's been things that have come close, but they're not the same, really. He was one of a kind, man. He really was.
And even now, like with the people still supporting him and him getting this cameo in the Minecraft movie, stuff like that, it's just a testament to like how great he is, how great he still is. Like he truly never dies. Like people still love what he's done. It's amazing. Like it truly means a lot, just even as a friend of his, to see people still wanting to care about his craft and his influence on the world. It's really awesome.
I never got the opportunity to meet Alex personally. Technoblade and I, we weren't really in the same Minecraft YouTuber circles, but I didn't need to know him personally to know what an amazing person he was. Like many of you, I'm sure, Techno was a beacon of light for my oldest daughter during a dark time in the pandemic. His positive energy and playfulness just emanated throughout his videos. He not only gave us something uplifting to watch, but also reminded us that joy was still possible to find. Knowing how much Technoblade has meant to so many of us, I was just overcome with joy to see his tribute during the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I'm so hyped that he hit 20 mil and he made it into the frickin' Minecraft movie, dude. That's so legendary.
Legends never die, and congrats on 20 million, Techno.
Congrats on 20 million subscribers.
Congratulations on 20 mil, Techno.
Congratulations on 20 million, Technoblade.
Congratulations on 20 million, Techno.
Congrats on 20 million subs, Techno.
I can't think of anyone that deserved it more. Like this, I think, is so much evidence for it. 10 million people have joined the channel. Cast, truly proving Technoblade never dies.
Technoblade never dies, man.
Technoblade never dies.
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 I don't have much else to say, so with that, I leave you in true Technoblade fashion. Subscribe to Technoblade, nerds! I could have done that better.
I see the player you mean.
Technoblade? Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read. Back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and waters. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. Ha! The original interface, 1,000,000 years old, and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with $1 million to sculpt a true world in a fold of the blah blah blah, and created a blah blah for blah and the blah. It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. Does it know that we love it? The universe is kind? Sometimes, through the noise of its thoughts, it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality. To cure it of its sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance in the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them speak the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you take for truth is really blah and blah. I wish to tell them that they are blah and the blah. They see so little of reality in their long dream, and yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story, but not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body, again. Yes, player. Use its name. Technoblade. Player of games. Good. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Move your fingers. Have a body again under gravity and air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are. Your body touches in the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things, as though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain, father, sun, mother, moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, leptons, quarks. The words change. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player, to know you, and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time there was a player. The player was you, Technoblade. Sometimes it thought itself human, on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gas that was there 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. That light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of the world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white. The days were short, there was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things, in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing, sometimes they were very beautiful. Sometimes the players woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words in a stream. Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the players in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of his mother's body into a long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by a source code 1 billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game in the heart of a star, so the player too is information from a star, and the player moves through a story which is a forest of information planted by a man called Julian on a flat, infinite world created by a man called Marcus that exists inside a small private world created by the player who inhabits the universe created by... Shush! Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold and complicated, sometimes it built a model of the universe in his head, flecks of energy, moving through vast empty spaces. Sometimes we call these flecks electrons and protons, sometimes we call them planets and stars, sometimes we believed in a universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code, sometimes we believed in a play in the game, sometimes we believed in reading words on the screen. You were the player reading words. Shush! Sometimes the player shoots words on lines of code on the screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meanings into feelings, emotion, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was live, Those thousands deaths had not been real, the player was alive, you are alive. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees, and sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of winter, where a fleck of light in the corner of the player's eye might have been a star and a million times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player walking here home to the far side of the universe, suddenly sounds food almost at the familiar door, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, I love you. And the universe said that you have played the game well. And the universe said everything you need is within you. And the universe said you are stronger than you know. And the universe said you are the daylight. And the universe said you are the night. And the universe said the darkness you fight is within you. And the universe said the light you seek is within you. And the universe said you are not alone. The universe said you are not separate from every other thing. And the universe said you are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream. And the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe. And the player was love. You are the player. Wake up.
Ten out of 10 friends.